Welcome back to our MOOC, Moving to the Cloud. We've now arrived in the cloud, and it's time to think about what lies beyond the cloud. I'm joined today by Anthony Wong, President of the Australian Computer Society. Anthony, would you like to just tell me a little bit about your background?
First of all, Rod, thank you for inviting me to join you today. Very happy to be here to join you for this conversation. As you indicated, I'm the President of the Australian Computer Society. I'm also a lawyer in my background, and I've been dealing with a lot of the issues around cloud implementation, contract negotiation, and contracts management. So I was there when the cloud first started as a phenomena in Australia. So I remember speaking a number of public engagement about cloud and the issues. So it's an area that I'm very interested in, Rob. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. How will the cloud impact on our industry going forward?
I think it's a game changer, Rod, and from what we've seen, it's going to be a service just like, not unlike the introduction of electricity to the world stage quite a number of years ago, where it actually changed the way we do things, the way we use things, and the way we work. So cloud is becoming like a utility that we can tap on wherever we are, whether we are working from home, we're working from the office, or commuting in public transport. Now we're constantly engaging and interacting with people and workplaces as we journey through today.
So our work and our social environment is totally different through the cloud.
It is, and I think one of the challenges is managing the boundaries between work, play, and life, family life, getting the balance right, because now everything is in the cloud. It's something you can tap, plug and play wherever you are. So the challenge is for you to work 24/7, looking at emails, discussing things with your colleagues, even at night when you should be sleeping. I think one of the challenges now that we're playing in a globalized economy, and a number of our stakeholders and relationship and customers are now in different time zone. I think the challenge is for us knowing that the cloud is there. What is the balance for us as a human being working and managing and using the cloud?
What lies beyond the cloud, in your opinion?
Well, as I'm also a lawyer, Rod, there are many issues that we need to look at. Moving to the cloud is one step, but looking at what lies beyond the cloud, it's another big dimension that we really haven't focused on. Firstly, what impact would that be on the way we do our business, the way we work? Because now we are starting, or already have, employing bring-your-own devices of many sorts, from smartphones to iPad to many devices that allows you to do and work remotely. Issues relating to who owns the device, what is the policy about transacting remotely, who owns the data that gets downloaded on your device, who's responsible should the devices be stolen, who's ultimately responsible for breach of data privacy, security, what's the responsibility for the remote worker? Do we need more offices or do we need less? Because now that we are mobile, able to plug into the cloud wherever we are, that gives us that flexibility in terms of our work practices, in terms of working in many physical locations, even on the trains when we're commuting. So it raises new questions that we have not even thought of.
So there's many issues we still have to deal with, and that underlines the fact that we're actually arrived in the cloud, but it's not at the end of the journey yet.
Definitely not. I think we're at the start of an interesting journey for humanity, that flexibility about moving from and working from more than one location, whether physically, culturally, mentally, we are prepared to be in that space. I think that's a game changer itself in the way we do things. And obviously, our regulation and laws would have to catch up with that sort of working behavior, working patterns, because I think the time zone between work and family lives are now merging. We seem to work more than the normal allocation of working hours, because we do look at our emails on the phone and answering business calls or liaising with our systems to look at data, whether it's from home, on the train, at the work offices, or at the client premises.
So there's still work to do. There's plenty of issues to deal with.
Definitely.
So we can't just sit back on our laurels and think the job is done.
No, so it's not just legal issues. It's HR policy issues about working, the way we work. So I think we're just touching on the tip of the iceberg.
So many challenges ahead for us to work through.
But there are lots of opportunities. I think challenges, if they're addressed, could be quite well resolved. But I think the opportunities are there. The benefits are very high, as you covered in the earlier modules of your course. There are tremendous benefits of moving to the cloud. But with every change in the way we do things, we have to look at the implications on many society issues and not just work issues.
So how will the ICT professional participate in the workforce of the future, Anthony?
I think, yet again, Rod, this is a game changer for the ICT professional. It's looking at new ways of working, because once services, infrastructure servers and applications move to the cloud, they'll be less reliant on technical skills. They'll be more reliant now on softer skills about managing the relationship with your customer, whether in-house and with your supplier of cloud services. It's looking at service management. It'll also be looking at contract management and performance service management. So those are the softer aspects of the technical skills, which are not readily available in all technical professionals at the moment. So I think there's an opportunity for our ICT professionals to upskill in the aspects that I mentioned. In the Dilnutt report, the Digital Pulse, from the data they've gathered from LinkedIn, they've actually stated that cloud skills are in the top 20 currently for demand, and that's going to grow.
So there's really an opportunity for the ICT professional to take a leading role in this whole move to the cloud.
Definitely a leading role, but they have to take the appropriate steps in upskilling from where they've been. It's not just about managing the servers and the technical aspects anymore. It's moving to the more softer aspects. So whether you look at the CSRO report that SC's worked with CSRO or the Dilnutt report, they're all advocating for more of the relationship management skills and the softer skills.
So there's some amazing opportunities for business to move to the cloud from a productivity and benefit point of view, and ICT skills that exist at the moment can really provide some leverage to that opportunity.
Definitely. Productivity is a given, and that's one of the precursors for moving to the cloud. So ICT professionals now will be spending less time actually managing the service in-house and perhaps working more with their suppliers and customers outside the business.
All right. Well, Anthony, thank you very much for your insights today. It's been great to hear what you think the future holds for us when we move to the cloud, and thank you for your time.
It's a pleasure being here, Rod, and thank you for inviting me again.
Thank you.